one of the little quirks of the guitar is that our strings, the bass strings, sound best when they're new. Unlike violinists and cellists who leave their strings on more or less until they snap. Guitarists normally change their bass strings the night before every concert. I had a concert yesterday, so these actually went on Friday night. So after a little while, they just go dull and they don't resonate as much and they don't project as cleanly. So one of the consequences of coming to watch a guitar concert is having to put up with a certain amount of tuning, because we expect to go out of tune a little bit while we're playing. So at very least, we concert guitarists will always check their tuning between pieces, sometimes between movements. And on top of that, it's very common in the repertoire to have to retune one or more of the bass strings. The guitar is a very key sensitive instrument. We have 6 open strings that are basically naturally tuned to E minor, close enough. And so if you want to play in the key of D in particular, it's very advantageous to have a low D in the bass. So you can play lovely rich chords like that. Without that, the lowest D is that string. And that's a nice chord, but it's not as fruity as that one. And whenever you retune a string, it will want to go back to where it had been most recently. So having sat at E for this much of the program and now tuning it down to D for the bark, it will want to creep back up towards E. So we have a couple of strategies to deal with that. One of them is I tuned it down as soon as I finished the previous piece, and I tuned it very flat, a long way below D, and then back up to D, and that helps to take some of the tendency to stretch back up out of it. And then, having done that, you talk for as long as you possibly can while it settles, stretching it occasionally. And even then, I'll aim to start the bark, or any piece with a D in the bass after an E, having tuned that string just fractionally flat. I know it's going to creep, so the idea is that we start imperceptibly flat, it creeps into tune during the piece, and hopefully is no more than imperceptibly sharp by the time I get to the end of it. It doesn't always work, but that's what we aim to do. So that was a very intentionally long-winded apology for the amount of time I spent tuning during the concert.